down at crunch time, folks. We got to do it. We got to do it. Like at 5:30 today, you know where you're going to be, right? And watch out for dishonest stuff, because I'll tell you what, there's a lot of dishonesty with this. You just got to be careful. They have paper ballots. They have the whole deal going. Paper ballots, right? So just watch out. If you see anything, let us know about it. But we have a lot of people watching, because what's going on and what goes on is really quite terrible. Of course, New Hampshire was 100% legit and beautiful. You know that, right? South Carolina, absolutely perfect. And hopefully by tonight we'll all be together. We'll say this one was absolutely perfect. We have tremendous poll numbers here, but you never know. I mean, dishonesty can knock out a poll very quickly. And that's the only way we lose, in my opinion. That's the only way we lose. This is a great state. A lot of friends here. And these other guys, they're all gone. You know what? They made their little speech this morning and they ran away. And you shouldn't be voting for people. It's like when I was with the folks from Arkansas. They made a couple of speeches and they're gone, and you'll never see them again, believe me. So that's it. But Trump, I'm going to be here with you all night. All night. So 5:30, I mean, my most important thing, 5:30, you have to get out and you have to caucus. But you don't have to caucus. You know the nice part? This is a little bit different. We really insisted, you have a great chairman, a great state chairman. We really insisted, so important, that you go in, you can vote and leave. You don't have to sit around like a bunch of dopes. You can go in and you vote, you know, and you get out. Although you could go in, vote, put your thing in, and then watch that everything else is honest, okay? That's what to do, you know, like they're great, like they know. The New York Times, which is, forget it. I call it the failing New York Times. They buy a building, and they have a building in New York. They sell it for $125 million or so, right? A couple of years, few years later, guy sells it for $525 million. And then they tell you what to do. They buy the Boston Globe for $1.3 billion. They sell it for $1. And then they write an editorial where they tell you how to run your life. Give me a break. But think of it, $1.3 billion they pay for the Boston Globe. They sell it for $1, and they lose a lot of money in the meantime. They spent a fortune on computers and this and that. They ran it for, I don't know, 7 or 10 years or something, losing a fortune. So they lost much more than 1.3. So they buy it for 1.3 billion, lose money for years, spend tremendous money on it. They sell it for $1, and they tell us how to run our lives, these people? Stupid. I call them the stupid people. They're so stupid. They're so vicious. They said, Donald Trump is not getting money from Wall Street. We checked I don't accept money from Wall Street. I can't get money from Wall Street. I'm self-funding my campaign, other than the little contribution. But they're right, but we are self-funding our campaign. I'm not taking money from Wall Street. I'm not taking money from anybody. Look at the size of this, because the fire department wouldn't allow any more people. I can't imagine that, right? I mean, we're only bursting at the seams. I want to see the fire marshal. They say, sir, we're bursting at the seams, my own people. You can't get any more people. But this is happening all over. It's a movement. And Time magazine recently did a cover story. It was a great story by a great writer. And it talked about the movement that's taking place. It talked about the fact that we want to take our country back. We want to be a smart country again. We don't want to be run by stupid people. You meet some bad people. This guy, Ted Cruz, is the single biggest liar I have ever dealt with in my life. I mean it. I've never seen, he will lie about anything. And you meet some, now I've met much tougher people than Ted Cruz. He's like a baby compared to some of the people I have to do. He's like a little baby. Soft, weak little baby by comparison. But for lying, he's the best I've ever seen. Of course, really, the great liars are the ones that don't get caught, right? The ones that get caught, they're not really great liars.
Like Hillary!
I mean, he really got caught. Well, Hillary, so far, is doing a good job. Hillary, think of it. Hillary. You know, somebody shouted out the name Hillary, and I will say this. There has nobody has ever committed the crimes that she's committed, and so far she's sailing along. She's being protected. And I have to be honest with you. I don't think Hillary has the strength or the stamina to be president. I really don't. Doesn't have the strength. And remember what I said. Remember when I said low energy for somebody else? I won't mention names. Hillary, I'm very good at this stuff. You need tremendous strength and you need tremendous stamina. And Hillary will come in for a meeting, she'll see a few people, they'll vet all the people. What are you going to ask her? What kind of cereal she has for breakfast? What are you going to ask her? Where does she buy her clothing? You ever see anybody? So I walk into Alliance and I don't know who the hell's in this room. But whoever it is, I love you, okay? I love you. But with Hillary, doesn't have the strength. Remember I said it. She doesn't have the strength, she doesn't have the stamina, she'll do an event, she goes away. She'll do a debate, she goes away. She needs tremendous, we have the worst trade deals in the world. We're losing our trade. We're losing with our military, we can't beat ISIS. We're losing with healthcare, Obamacare is a disaster, we're going to repeal it or replace it. We're losing with Common Core, it's going to be ended and we're bringing education back.